receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Maryland's offense will get the first. Of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fleming. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
If the offense offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it.
There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide.
Wide open spaces. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete. Crosses to 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done? Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Back to pass, it's Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get them to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to
defense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Washington. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Terrapins have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's White. Plows through the defense.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction. out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt.
Looking to pass. It's Washington.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Let's go. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The sure hands, it's strong. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. They send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a tight end. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. An 84-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Washington. Quickly out from the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a gap. It's White. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And
turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Sweet cut there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Washington. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapin! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels. More.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd down coming up. Got a man. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And you want that clock to run. Touchdown, Maryland! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but
turning it on. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. On the double. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strong. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a draw. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's strong. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins.